We often think putting greens are the most difficult or more challenging parts of a golf course to manage, but I think one of the hardest spots, or probably the one that shows the most stress, is the collar. And here the collar is just slightly higher cutting height than the putting green, and it runs up to, in this case, the first cut of rough. And why I think this is so difficult to manage is it's relatively small area. And so you have mowers that can go this way off the green. They have to mow the collar, and you can see the collar too flows in a serpentine or a curved fashion, so you never get to mow straight. That just adds more wear on that this area of turf. The other thing is the bunkers. You go up around here, people hit sand shots out, the sand lands on the collar. It adds to a heat buildup. And where we see the most stress, I think, on a golf course per given area is on the collars. And so we need to look at really how to manage a collar, and you kind of generally have an idea how to apply those to other management practices. So we'll look at things such as covering or using collar boards so the mower turns on the board, doesn't turn on the grass. The other thing too is, since it's slightly higher height of cut in the green, especially with creeping bent grass or even with Bermuda grass, the plant tends to lay down or go prostrate. And so what happens is more leaf is exposed, and that mower can turn and tear more. Other things are, you need to watch your speed. It's not much different than going to a racetrack or seeing stock car races. You go around that corner fast, you're sliding and spinning, so when you're mowing, you need to usually throttle down so you don't want that mower sliding. So there's a whole lot of management practices that are geared really for this small area, because wear is a serious problem. And one of the things, which is kind of a small thing but has a drastic impact, if you're trying to minimize the amount of wear on a collar, okay, from mowing and stuff, what's the width of that collar? There's no set rule, all right, but oftentimes they'll take a rather odd width. And what I mean by that is, if you run your mower to mow it, it may be slightly wider than your mower, okay? So maybe collars should be the width of two mowers that you're mowing your collars with, so you can go around it twice. What I see a lot of times happen is when that collar is only maybe 1.5 times the width of your mower. In other words, now you got to go back around again, and you have overlap, and you wear in those areas where that overlap occurs. So again, I've been rather redundant. Collars present a unique challenge, especially given their area for managing turf. If you understand the aspects of how to manage a collar, that implies or applies across your whole golf